How y'all doing? Okay, so I just wanted to show y'all real quick that I am on in my steam cap, and I'm about to hop into the bathroom to do my blow dry. I'm not gonna film my entire blowout just because I know it like takes some time, but I just wanted to make sure that I popped in, checked in with y'all to show you how my steam session is going. It is nice and warm. Yeah, aren't you digging this cheetah print? I'm so glad I got this one. All right, BRB, I'm gonna go start the blowout process, section my hair and everything, and then what I'll do is probably show you guys the beginning, the middle, and the end to save on some recording time. All right, talk to you soon. How y'all doing? My name is Tamara O, and this is her Fruity Bra. So, I told y'all for this video I was going to be doing my blowout, and I'm gonna be doing this blowout in installments, so I'm gonna do it before, middle, and after. So right now, I have just protein treated, shampooed, right, pre-poo shampoo, deep conditioned, and what else did I do? The leave-in conditioner with my heat cap on my 4C hair. As you can see, it is nice and fluffy. Again, the steam cap or the heat cap process is very beneficial to your hair for helping the products better penetrate your hair cuticles, and that helps your hair cuticles better absorb moisture. Steaming is really good, not just for your hair, but for your face. I have related videos on my channel. So what I'm going to be doing now is sectioning my hair off. It feels so good. And like I said, the Mayo avocado and what is it called? Tamanu anti-frizz shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, like that whole line is what I'm using today. I got some free samples, and that's what I've been trying out, and I've been pleasantly surprised by how good it smells and how great it feels on my hair. Like, my hair doesn't feel dry or stiff or over moisturized. My hair is very happy with this, and I think that might have a lot to do with the fact that this product, this line, all the products have avocado oil in them, and I started out with my DIY avocado banana protein treatment with the egg in it. So I also have a related video for how I did that process on my channel. If you made it this far and you haven't done so already, please comment, like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for your encouragement. I know my channel is still a baby channel, so I'm very, I'm not true to this, I'm new to this, but I'm not new to the hair care game. As you can see, the shrinkage is real, but we got some growth, we got some growth. Yeah, we got some growth. Yeah, so like I was saying before, it's a little past shoulder length now. Like last time I did this, it was shoulder length, but it's a little past shoulder length now, which means it's grown at least an inch, maybe an inch and a half. Well, we got to find out on this blow dry so I can see the true length. So what I'm gonna do is start by sectioning off my hair, and I really hope that I have my tail comb in here. Shaggy, this thing has been elusive. Anyway, this is my little bag that I have with all my goodies in it. Just a few of the tools that I use. I like to use these colorful clips. These are perm rods in here for another time, but I like to use these clips to section off my hair. I'm gonna just take 6 of them out because I usually do 6 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So I'm gonna put them off to the side. I'm going to quickly grab my, sorry, I'll give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab my tail comb. If I can find it, shall. I just had it out yesterday because I was using it for, I don't know what I was using it for. Anyway, I'll just pause the video here. All right, we're back. And wouldn't you know it, tail comb was right beside me the whole time because I was trying to figure out what I was using it for yesterday, and I was definitely using it to take down my cornrows. Because, like I said before, in my routine, as part of my hair care routine, where I've seen the most growth, in addition to taking supplements like MSM, collagen, omega-3, and everything else I have on my related videos, right, and a ton of protein, right, get that protein in. I take, I leave my hair in cornrows under my wigs for 2 months at a time, but in that 2-month time frame, I'm also washing my hair, shampooing and doing leave-in conditioner every 2 weeks. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm also going to have my spray bottle here because one thing about me, my hair is always in need of just a little more moisture. So it's always best practice to never manipulate dry hair and to make sure that your hair, you're always finished with cold water so that you can lock in the moisture. I know that we like to wash our hair when we first do our hair with warm water because that helps your scalp just feel nice and, it just feels at least similar temperature to your body, right? And your body's all about homeostasis and keeping things balanced. But the downside of that is then your hair cuticles will just be open and not closed. And then once the air gets in your cuticles, then your hair will dry out faster. But when there's cold water on your hair, right? Like, it doesn't happen nearly as quickly. And since we're about to go through with a blow dry, I want to just keep it as moisturized as possible because the blow dry is obviously like a drying process. So it'll dry, but it'll still be moisturized and strong, and I'll see less breakage. You picking up what I'm putting down? You feel me? All right. So, feels so good. I wish you could smell how it smells in here. Like, it literally smells like a perfumed fruit, you know, not quite a fruit, more the perfume thing, but it's not artificial, because that's how avocado oil smells, right? And what I love about this product, and I promise Mael didn't pay me for a sponsorship or anything, third time, shameless plug, if y'all want to pay me, Mael, if anybody from Mael is watching this, y'all want to send me some free products, or y'all want to put me on, send me on a trip, I'm down, I will happily promote more of your products because they work so well. Yeah, I wasn't paid to do a promo or anything. I just got these samples from an event that I went to. And one thing I really like about them is in at least the conditioner, right? Check this out. Like, look at this. Jeez. Just the slip is phenomenal and it doesn't feel stiff. This is the leave-in conditioner. I get to leave this in my hair. Ooh. And the regular conditioner I liked a lot. And I was almost going to leave that in, you know, even though it's a rinse out conditioner. But after I worked out, I realized, you know, I might as well just rinse this out my hair because I'm already getting my hair soaked in the shower. So I'm kind of glad I did, because I do feel like leaving a rinse out conditioner in your hair can maybe, in retrospect, like I know I said I was a big fan of it a few hours ago, but it can lead to a lot of like build up, obviously, and like maybe some stiffness and even over moisturization if you're not careful. So going to I just did a little bit of a finger detangle. I've been finger detangling throughout this whole process, honestly. And one thing I want to say is I'll show my total hair fall at the end of this video. See, the scalp is nice and clean. Whew, this is great stuff. Okay, two things. I feel like I forgot what I was about to say. I just go off on tangents because I talk a lot. But one thing I noticed about the conditioner, and I believe the regular conditioner, and I believe the leave-in conditioner, is it genuinely does have avocado oil in it. Like, I think I always wonder, like, when companies market certain products a certain way and they try to make them seem like they're as natural as possible, I'm like, is this real? Like, is this actually, you know, contain healthy ingredients or ingredients that are going to be, you know, promote my hair growth? And I was looking through the ingredient list and I realized, like, avocado oil is the second ingredient. And, you know, like I said before, ingredients are listed in order of abundance. You know, so when I noticed, I was like, this is mostly avocado oil and I think like water. So that's why my hair likes it so much, is it complements what I've already been putting on my hair, which was really right in the DIY protein treatment that I did. Right, it just complements what I had already had in my hair back when I was doing the DIY protein treatment. My hair really likes avocado. I don't know what it is. Avocado, eggs. Go back and watch that video if you haven't already. Avocado, eggs, banana, mayonnaise, and some apple cider vinegar. I think that's it. That I use. And I use some honey. Yep. Interesting, because miel is, well, miel en français. Miel is the French word for honey, but I think the brand likes to differentiate themselves, so I think that's why it's pronounced Mael. And that's my guess. It's like W.B. Du Bois saying his name was Du Bois, not Dubois, right? Even though the French pronounce it Dubois, right? Like, that was his thing. Okay, so I'm doing my sections. What I'm gonna do is should I do 8 sections? No, maybe not that time. Let me just do the 6 that I usually do. Yeah, and 6 is enough to me to be able to comb through and detangle without getting a section that's too big. So I just use the ragtail comb to kind of help me fine tune these sections, or the separation of these sections. Oh, I think I got it a little caught in. Let's see, do that one carefully enough. Let me cover the bottom part. Okay, okay. Now, if you feel at all like you hear any snags or if you hear any tightness whenever you're going through your hair, you know, and trying to section it off, just take a second to finish whatever section that is off with your fingers, so that you don't lose unnecessary amounts of hair, right? Like, you don't want to just rip through your hair with a comb. You want to be gentle with your hair. Yeah, you want to treat it. I remember someone told me, treat your hair like it's a plant, you know? You don't want to just rip through it and then wonder why it's not growing well, right? You know, if you have some SSKs here, like, you can gently pull those out. Okay? That is very normal. My hair has been, what's it called, in cornrows for 2 months, right, with 0 manipulation. So of course it's natural to have some of it just kind of, you know, coming off. It's more shedding than breakage, really, right? And there's a way to tell, like, this is obviously a little breakage too, because I think, like, stress from the quarter. I'm a grad student, and I'm becoming a therapist. So a lot of stress from the quarter, right? But it's a good deal of shedding. You can do the white bulb test to see if it's breakage or shredding that you're shedding, that you're experiencing. And that's where, I'll do it in a second. I just want to make sure that I am getting all the SSKs or single strand knots, fairy knots, out of my hair before I start my finger detangle. Okay, so all we got is this from that section, right? Not a whole lot. It's okay. I'll show you my total hair fall at the end, so you can assess whether your hair fall at the end of 2 months or whatever time frame that is similar is like normal, right? Sorry, that was my speaker that just died. All right, so section number 1, section number 2. I'm gonna just try to go a little more quickly. Okay, see that? Section 2, section 3, nice and easy. Now I don't have the eyes in the back of my head to see the line of separation, and I'm not gonna bother using the rat tail comb to separate it because it's all the way back there, you know. Like at this point, if I had someone to help, that would be nice, but I think it should be okay for now. I'm just trying to get a little of this excess hair off my fingers. Okay, and what I like to do is twirl this middle section around. Hold on a second. There we go. Just give a little finger pull for a second. There we go. We got a little, you know, fairy knot situation there as well. Yeah, and I think that's definitely like grad school stress, breakage, plus the fact that I haven't touched my hair in 2 months. So, but like, look at how much growth, right? When you like compare the ratio of breakage to growth, it's like minimal, right? Okay, so I like to twirl, like you saw what I did, twirl this middle section, tuck it kind of underneath, and then take my clip and whoop, right? I like to start with the middle section so I can separate the front from the back. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the base. All about that base, no trouble. I'm gonna pull a little, right? And any excess fairy knots, right? Like that. Get them out of the way. I'm gonna twirl this. What color clip should I use next? Let's go with blue. Clip, boop. And then the front section, I'm gonna just pull a little bit. I don't really have much coming out, just a little bit. Yeah. See, after a while you realize like, okay, it's not much. Okay, and I'm gonna twirl. Do a loop-de-loop and pull, and your hair is looking cool. SpongeBob said your shoes, but I said hair because that's more relevant. Clip. All right, so we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'm going to show you how I detangle with my detangling brush, and then I'm going to show you how I I'm gonna use my anti-frizz serum from Miele as a heat protectant, and then I'm gonna blow dry with my Revlon blow dryer. All right, companies, any representatives from companies watching this video or any of my videos, please slide in your girls' DMs. Well, I can't even say DMs because it's YouTube, but email me at herfruityfro@gmail.com, or you can DM me on TikTok to talk with me about partnerships. Yeah. All right, talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, frenzies. Okay, so I'm coming back real quick to show you guys what my sectioning looks like so far. I did change my mind halfway through and decide that I am going to do 8 sections instead of 4. My hair just needs that extra TLC. We're gonna stick a purple one right there, purple clip right there. And I just noticed, like, since my hair has grown so much, like, I can't do the 6 section thing anymore. So that's a new piece of knowledge that I've gained about my hair. I have so much more hair that God's blessed me with it now. Like, I need 8 sections, right, instead of 6. So yeah, it's gonna take more time, but I mean, I ain't complaining. Sorry, the video cut out. I'd rather have more hair than less hair, so it's like, you know, that's a good problem to have. All right, so we're doing this last section, or second to last section, because I'm gonna go back and separate the green clip. Separate 2 of the sections from the other side. So I'm trying to like make sure y'all can see my mouth for those of you like who are lip readers, while also making sure that I like get all the hair in the camera. Okay, so over here, what I'm gonna do is now separate this in half and just real quick, right? Yeah, that's not half, is it? Okay. Hello. Okay, I just wanted to pop back in real quick. Like I said, I would be doing this video in installments, so here's another installment. I just wanted to remind you, okay, when you detangle, make sure like your hair is against your palm, right? And go from, like I was saying, root to, or tail to root. So holding the brush vertically, right? You want to go from tail to root and work your way up. And then what's cool about this brush is you can kind of feel around, right? The higher you get to see, okay, if there's a tangle here, I'm gonna actually go back down and then work my way back up slowly and then spread the hair a little bit, right? Kind of let it, instead of bunching it up, let it fan out and then go like this, right? And again, make sure your hair is wet. When you do this, we do not manipulate hair unless it is wet, right? So now you see that it's a lot easier for the brush to get through. Yep. And we're just gonna keep doing that until it just moves smoothly. And let's say you feel like it's still a little taut at the top, you come back to the bottom, and then you work your way back up slowly. See, look at that. It's taut right here, come back to the bottom, work my way back up. So there's something right here. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Start it from the bottom over here. I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. Going from different angles. Right. And so you see that like there's very little hair fall in the brush because we took our time. Yay! All right. Boop boop. And obviously, like periodically spraying with the spray bottle is helpful, but it does get. All right, y'all. So I'm back to do the other side. I took a break to clear out some of the storage in my phone, and I was jamming to a little bit of Keisha Cole. So wow, just first of all, check that length, baby. Like I just took off the clip and I'm whoop. Right. Okay. So here's the deal. Two things. One, first, if you have if you're a content creator yourself and you notice like you have challenges with like space storage in your phone, a quick and easy thing that you can do is like just offload some of the music in your phone. Like I think that's the fastest thing for me. And then unsync the photos on your phone from the iCloud, so the iCloud isn't storing every last thing on your phone, right? Like back the photos up to the iCloud and then turn the syncing off so that, yeah, they may not be on your phone, but if you ever need them again, they're in the cloud. Because I know I have like, what, 50,000 photos, videos, all that. And it's just not sustainable to have that stuff on your phone when you're trying to be a content creator and live your best life. It's just, I can't tell you how disheartening and frustrating it is, especially for those of us who are just starting out, to have your phone just like cut off in the middle of your recording. You have really good content and then you forget what you're gonna say. And then you have to take a moment, sing some Keisha Cole, and jump back into it. It happens to the best of us. But you know how they say, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Right? I just saved a bunch of storage on my phone by offloading a ton of music. And like it's still in the library, it's just not downloaded to my phone. So the only thing I will say with that is like if you have a trip coming up, make sure that you like maybe while like just hanging out in the or even before the trip, right? Make sure you're on some Wi-Fi and you re-download some of the songs that you might want to work on your phone. Like if you have a really long flight. Because if you don't have Wi-Fi or if the in-flight Wi-Fi isn't working, then you won't be able to access that music library, right? So just make sure you re-upload it by the time you get ready to travel. So that's a note to self because I'm going to travel soon. All right. This is just so time-consuming. And I feel like I went through that section a little fast because I'm talking fast. See, look at that. But it's still not that much. Like when I think about the grand scheme of things, like honestly, like I keep saying, my breakage to growth ratio like it's so small compared to the growth ratio. And again, like I haven't touched my hair in 2 months. It's been cornrowed. So just kind of vertically using my brush. All right, so I'm going to work through this section. I don't know why this was giving me, this is like my problem section. I don't know what was going on. It's just the detangle for this section is taking longer than usual. And the thing I had said earlier was, you know how you, or no, this was just like a personal metaphor that I come up with, or analogy. I was like, it's almost as if like my hair was dormant for the 2 months while it was in cornrows, and every other section, you know, I take the detangling brush through it, and my hair is like, hey, what's up, girl? Nice to see you again. And the brush is like, yeah, boo boo, it's been a minute, what's popping? And they're friends. And with this section, I don't know what it is. The detangling brush is here, and the hair is like, girl, what you doing? Back up. And I'm like, why? But there's one section. It's just, I do not know why. But that's normal, I guess. Like every now and then you'll have that one section that just takes a little bit more TLC. That's a note to self. I have to be careful about the way I braid this section of my hair because I'm like, why is it taking so long to work up the shaft of this section? Like the base is fine, right? I think. Oh, there we go. Hey, girl. Yeah, what's up? We friends now. We is friends now. Oh, that's what we're. Oh gosh. Okay, it's still a little problematic here, but what we're gonna do, like I said before, is start from the bottom and gently work our way back up. Detangling 4C hair is not for the faint of heart, but it can be done if you apply some patience and sure, a little elbow grease, but the patience is more important than the elbow grease because you don't want to go rip out all of your hair and then be like, oh, why will my hair grow? Okay, so widen it out and just try to figure out where the problem area is right now. Or it feels like it's like right here, just like, you know, and go through it with my fingers and that helps a little. And now I'll go back through it with a brush I'm gonna work against myself and just try turning it sideways for a second, just to see if I can push some of the tangles down. All right. And it was better a second ago. Get our fingers in here to help. So how was your day? Oh boy. In the meantime, like my head hurts. Oh, okay. And what's the funny thing is, like, people with other hair textures that are like easier to manipulate or work with, like, will literally just look at 4C hair and be like, oh, well, you're not doing XYZ and you need to do this and you need to do that. And it's like, huh? Yeah, or like people who are, a lot of people, I notice with a lot of times with people who are not black, like it's like a lot of people who are not black will look at our hair and be like, well, why don't you just wear your natural hair out? Like, does that mean like you do not like your, it's like not because I don't like my hair. Do you see how long this takes? Like, A, B, like I just spiritually feel like there's something risky about always having your natural hair out, right? Like I have so many stories, and it like happened to me once where somebody just put their hands in my hair and I was like, first of all, back up. Word to Solange, don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair. Right? When it's the feelings I wear. Don't touch my crown. Like, I'm very big on no touching the hair. Like, leave my hair alone. Please. I don't come up to anybody and go touch their hair randomly. You know what I mean? It's like such an unprofessional thing, especially in professional spaces. Like, you can't be putting your hands in people's hair. Like, what is this? But yeah, I have so many stories from like not just me but other people saying like so and so, like somebody just touched my hair out of nowhere. Like, or I had a friend in France who said like people, or this was one of my old colleagues when I was out there. She said that people would just like run their fingers through her daughter's hair, and she was like, well, back up. Like, what makes you feel like you could just do that? You know? But yeah, so I like, one, it's like very, very difficult to consistently manipulate. You see how long I'm still on this one section, right? To consistently and carefully manipulate 4C hair, and it's not supposed to be manipulated frequently, right? Like eventually, once I reach my length goals, I'm probably not going to use a brush or like combs, you know, regularly. Like it'll be such a rare thing for me, because it's just, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of patience, and even with all that, like it's still like, you know, impossible to fully 1000% detangle, you know, your hair perfectly, right? I mean, by the time I blow dry it, like there won't be any more tangles because like it's stretched, but honestly, just the amount of effort that it takes, right? So I prefer to wear my wigs, which wigs have got me all this length, you know? So, okay, I'm gonna go back and finish the rest of the sections and then come back and hang out with you guys more when I detangle. Okay, so talk to you soon, bye.
Alright y'all, hey y'all, this is Tamara with her Fruity Fro. I just wanted to take a break in the middle of me making all these videos and show y'all where we are with the rollout journey. The pictures really don't do it justice. I'm like sitting here playing with all this hair that I have that I didn't realize I was gonna have. I swear it grew like another inch over the past couple months. Yeah, so it's inchy. I mean, it's inchy. Yeah. So I would say at this point, yeah, like definitely a little beyond shoulder length. That I'm super excited about that. When they ask you if black girls can grow long hair, right? If like 4C black girls especially can grow long hair, show them this and remind them that we're not afraid to show our hair. It's not that we don't love our hair, we do. It just takes a lot of work to take care of it effectively. A lot of TLC, a lot of patience, right? A lot of not necessarily expensive products, but products that often have to be DIY the right way, right? Like that protein treatment that I made with the avocado and the mango is a non-negotiable, in my opinion. Every couple months, like that's a must. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. But for now, like you can see how much it's grown. There's a little bit of a glare on the mirror, and I still feel like my shrinkage is quite disrespectful. But I think the biggest thing that has been a game changer for me also is making sure I use like some sort of serum as a heat protectant before going through the blow dry process. I just can't keep my hands out of it, right? So that definitely helps with retaining the moisture and preventing your hair from being fried when you blow dry it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Talk to you soon.
You've been